There are people who are educated, there are people who are educated. What problems they face in life. Before I start, I just give a definition of senior citizen. Who is a senior citizen? One who gets a pension is a senior citizen, or one who feels that there is no more worth in the society to take respect for the senior citizen. In Kerala, 55 years is the age for retired person in Kerala is in the government service. He gets his pension at 55. Whereas in Tambaram now it is 58. In public sector enterprises, it's like banks, insurance, or railways, or central government, it is 60. In US, it is 65, in Australia, it is 70. So it all depends on places, how poor senior citizen is. And in normal, people think that 60 is the right age for senior citizens. Okay, be a senior citizen, you go through various phases in life. Child, adolescent, youth, then marriage, then your best part of life 30 to 50, and once you reach 50 and somewhere around 55, you just want to get retired. But they don't know what is life after retirement. I was just talking to Mr. Emmanuel. I asked how he feels in the last 2 months when he left. He said, boring. Yes, it is boring. Because after working for so long, for me, after 38 years, and then being at home, switch on the TV, 32 channels, here and there, and sometimes you get stuck at home, you may feel bored. But life has to go. 60 to 100 people belong, but with companionship, with love and affection, both to the children and both sides. This in a nutshell being what is the senior citizen. I happened to go to Grand Thoma Church in Malaysia last year. Why I am saying this is senior fellowship, a similar prayer. It is not a separate senior visit one Sunday. They had exclusively for senior citizens. And I and my wife Susan, we happened to be in Black, where our cousin is cousin's father-in-law is a very old member. And we were invited for that, she brought us to attend that service. Little did I know that it was a senior citizens worship. And to my surprise, I found the church was full. I found all the senior citizens, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. All seated in the first 4 rows, followed by the children, grandchildren. And the whole service was conducted by the senior citizen right from Bible reading, service, sermon, and parliament offerings. And it was nice to see them all engaged, and children were also helping. They also sang a song for senior citizens during the parliament service. Chennai, very sunny and happened to see us both. We are new visitors to the church. And as a practice there, all the new visitors to the podium and introduce. I'm making it quite clear to Achan here. When you see any new members come, please ask them to come forward to introduce themselves. There are people who find you to return, look back and see who the person is. And I request in future any new member coming to make them come here and so that they can introduce themselves. Well, I was called upon and he said, I find a new member here. May I have come up to the stage, went to the podium. So I introduced myself saying that I am from Emmanuel Church, Thoma. And I specifically said this Tambaram is, this church is very adjacent to Madras Christian College, and I am a product of Christian College, passed out examining. That made few of the Malaysian students who are come to study in Christian College happy to see a Christian college student talking about his college. Then I was also mentioning about all the senior citizens. I asked anybody who had crossed 90. There were 2 gentlemen. One was 91 and another was Mr. Simon, who happened to be my late father-in-law's colleague when they were in Malaysia. They were in 45 or 50. So he got up and said, I'm 94. And he said, still going strong. When he said that, I purposely asked him, I said, my intention of asking is, I just wanted to tell you, my father is 101, last year, and is still going strong. Immediately all the members of the church, they clapped hands. I was feeling thrilled about it. And I said, life goes on, God depends on his, how he takes care of himself, how the children take care of himself, often. So then I started off saying, wishing all the best, life is short, life is to live peaceful. And when I walked out of the church, all these senior members came and highlighted to me for having a father who is 100 years old. This church has never had history. let you create a history in this church. And you don't really, last month when my father passed away, he called me to extend his condolences. And he said, I completed 95 now, 5 more years. I still said, play with the straight back. That's all. So that experience I'm sharing here because senior citizens, I told senior citizens, if they are well taken care of by the children, they can lead a long life. So this is part of it. And one more instance of a senior citizen is when we were in Koshy during our phase of posting. We went for a morning walk with Susan Marant. Incidentally, she happened to meet ex-chief general manager, Mr. Thoma. So he was happy to see it. Then we asked him how he is and he is retired from IDBA. He said, yes, my life goes on after retirement. And he said, next week, myself and wife are going to US. And he said, for IAS, you know what IAS is? Indian IAS service. His daughter-in-law was due for delivery, so these two people are summoned to US to take care of the chairperson. Then I asked him, how was it? Well, we had to do the job. We did as a chief general manager in IDBA. Now I had to do it to my son's house. And 6 months, he was discussing with her 10 years to be 6 months ignorance. This is the fate of senior citizens. Some senior citizens, say not saying all, who are brought their children up, send their children abroad, and these people have to go there, take care of the child, the newborn, or the breathing child, or young child, and these two, the son or daughter of home. This is also one side of senior citizens' responsibility to the children. Now coming to the banking and financial advice. I find most of the people, especially senior citizens, they have their savings account or deposit accounts in their individual name, putting the name of their wife or their children as a nominee. My honest request to all of you is, one thing from a senior citizen when you are interdependent on your spouse and children, always make it a joint account. So there's a lot of difference having a nominee and you having a single account and having a joint account. In the event of the individual happiness, the survivor will always claim automatically without going through the hassle of proving who you are, what you are. In these days, we have this KYC now, know your customers. But in those years, we never had. Any person walking to the bank with somebody in the account, having an account in the bank, yes, introduce the open the account. And that has led to a lot of problems in settlement of the day. I have one interesting story to say. I hope you don't mind it. It's for banking transaction. One interesting event was in Bombay when I was appointed in car branch. This car branch is very near bank. When you walk on Gurvinder Singh had a locker. He said, you know, it is individually. And he opened the account in 1980. The banks were given a locker period at a monthly rate of 200. But these days now to get a locker, you may have to pay deposit of 1 lakh or 2 lakhs because they want to make sure the amount is taken care or adjustment of the event. Those days no such formality. So he opened a locker with 200 rupees, then he paid first 2 years. 1984 onwards there is no operation in the account, in the locker. The person has never returned. I was in 1994 in that branch as a accountant, and we had got instructions from our regional office. The doctors where the rents are not paid for 5 to 10 years, take a list and take up with the governance for breaking open the account. So we sent the 3 registered notices to the customer who had his doctor. All the registered notices are really returned saying no such person. Then we went displayed the black notice board, there was no response from them. What had happened actually, when the doctor was open, of course not that you just break the doctor, we have 2-3 people outside just to take inventory, what is inside the doctor. When this particular locker was open, to everyone's surprise, or to my own surprise, there were 300 rupee bundles. 300 rupee bundle launched in 1994. The last EPM was from 1993 December. He kept 300 rupee bundle, that is 30,000 pounds. 1983, this happened in 1994. After 11 years, the notes you can't even tell is so soggy because of the moisture and all. Anyway, the 3 bundles we have taken. So we had to try keeping on the outside the branch in the sun, and they only found what to do with this 30,000. We do not know where Govind is saying. Some was saying he must have traveled to Delhi in 1984, must have been killed in the sea riots. And that's all presumptions and all. Whatever, 30,000 rupees. His locker rent was 200 rupees per year. Even if you take for 11 years, it is 2,200 rupees. 30,000 where is 2,000. Even break open charges is 2,000, add that 4,000, 5,000. That's 25,000. Excuse me. So, the rest 30,000. We are just now the locker rent and the charges 25,000. Poor Govind Singh's money was appropriated to the profit and loss account of the bank. Somebody's hard-earned money going to the bank profit. It had added to the profit. This is only Govind Singh. There are so many Govindas. I won't have anybody here who has got accounts or whose children who are not renewed the deposit or just left the account not knowing there was a certain money. In bank we have got this what you call as overdue deposit. I think I just take an explain what is overdue. A deposit maturing, not renewed. They keep it for 1 year, again not renewed. 2 years they keep. For the third year, they transfer it to overdue deposit. For 5 years they bank will keep that amount. And in 5 years there is no payment. It gets transferred to the head office as unclaimed balance. You won't believe the branch where I was in Santa Cruz branch in my early 2000. We had to transfer nearly 15 crores 45 lakhs unclaimed money or overdue. Poor person, we do not know because children do not know the father had deposited there. That is why I say in this to all senior citizens here, don't have any ego problems. Please share your investments, your properties, both movable and immovable, to your spouse, to your children. Make a list of what are deposits you have, so that one fine morning you may pick the pocket. At least others know where all, instead of tapping all the banks nearby and find out that my father had a deposit. So my request to all of you in this present situation is, please have a statement of account, have it with you, show it to your children or your wife, and these are the deposits are here. In the event something happening, you can take up with the bank. And as I told you, joint account is a must. It will help a lot of people access. And one more thing I have to say is, about 2 weeks back when I went to my pension branch at Thoma, I was talking to the manager. 8 people barged into the room. You know what is the reason? An old man passed away. The wife thought the deposit of 1,25,000 will be given to her, but the son was very smart. He took the when he the form, he put his name as nominee, and the father who had maybe replay or something he might be saying. My wife thought that the money would automatically come to her because she was able to get the death certificate. But the son was very smart. He took the Xerox copy of the death certificate with the original. One day morning, he came and told that this money should come to me because I am a mom. Because every day, mother had come and say, the money I am not because I am a mom. Anyway, next day, 8 people barged in, mother and 2 daughters, the son and his wife on side. They were literally shouting at the manager. For simple reason, the son says, I am the nominee, I must have it. The wife says, Nanda Kondati, I am the nominee. Of course, the manager was very diplomatic, he handled it in such a way, he said, such matter, actually you should have settled to the nominee, but there are some court cases where the spouse, the wife will have a better time, even though there is a nominee, there are still some cases are pending in Supreme Court. And he will tactfully say, give me 1 week time, I have to take up to my regional office, I will come up with a decision. Meanwhile, next day the son happened to go. The manager told me he was able to counsel. After all, your father, he wanted to make her die on the street. We're taking this money. Then fellow seemed to have changed his mind. 50-50 will share. I'm just telling you, when you're putting a nominee, make sure that you put the nominee, the right person who you think will be worth giving the nominee. Don't put that, just don't sign and leave the space that the son, what had happened, he got this man and signed on a just dotted line. And the nominee name, this fellow seemed to have put it later. There's a lot of things happening in that. So, before any nomination is put, make it a joint account, let the joint account holders put the nominee. And lastly, investments. Investments, nowadays you will be carried away by all this Kotak, Mahindra, saying that if you invest 1 lakh, in 3 years you become 3 lakhs. Please, for heaven's sake, there is no institution better than a nationalized bank. I am not talking about ICICI or what it might be, it is all a private bank. Your money put in a nationalized bank, you will be 110% sure you are not only getting the principal as well as the interest. So this Max Life and Fortnite, when they are calling me to be as one of the agent or some secret candidates, their job is to get the maximum address from my contacts, and they will use my name in getting the result. Koshy, IOD, ELOD, I recommended you. They use my name and canvas a deposit, and those people know Koshy is the okay. So I said I'm not a party to this. Because I had very little experience with Max New York life insurance. I'm very sorry to say this, if some people have put it. I mean, I leave it to you. This is an interesting case, just 5 minutes to give me time. This also at the instance of a relative of mine. She was trusting me when I was the chief manager in Thoma branch. We take an investment, 20,000 per year. So I was 57 then. After 5 years, the 1 lakh will become 2 lakhs plus bonus, this thing, that and that. I was not at all interested because being my relative, I had no other because she gets commission. And to be very honest with you, after 5 years, because I waited for 5 years because you know these people take a lot of charges if you prematurely close this, this private investment. So I waited for 5 years. Now one day I went to the Max New York office and asked him what is the amount I get after 5 years for this 1,20,000 per year he said. To my surprise, he said your NAV today's value is 78. The amount I invested was 1 lakh. Principal amount I invested 1 lakh. He says the net asset value is only 78. Suppose you are closing it today 78,000. With a very heavy heart, I was very much going through the success. And once it touched 21,000, I went to them, the SSX is now 92. You want to take it now, take it, or you may even lose at 92, come back to 70. I had to lose 70,000 rupees on investment made for 1 lakh, and if I had put in the bank itself with 10% minimum interest, we get 1% more as a staff and 0.75 as a senior citizen, I would have got 30,000 more. On the contrary, I lost 8,000. So never trust this investment company. They will talk big, but when it comes to payment, they always say the market is bad, they are interested in this particular share where the market is wrong. So be careful. I will say, do not entertain them, please put it in a bank. And as senior citizens, I want to say, put it in a deposit where you get monthly interest or quarterly interest. So with that interest you can live peacefully. Let the principal continue to be. And don't put it in a compounding interest if you are so particular, it is 5 years, 10 years. You do not know, live your life full. What money you make, what hard work, do your hard work. Enjoy it. And the last I want to say is, try to use it as many places you want. It's your money, you enjoy it. Children will take care of themselves. They are not bothered about inheriting your wealth or your property. They will take care of themselves. This I am getting to even my son also, he says, what you make, you enjoy it. I don't want to single price on it. Yes, we are seeing places last 3 years, we are seeing many continents, we are still about 20 more countries to see, but due to some certain things, we are not going out of the country till July. So make best use of your life with your own investments so that you live a life full. And as I said to you lastly, if you are here in visit places before it's too late. One thing I am telling you is, you may have a lot of investment, you may keep your passbook underneath the pillow. Don't ever think that what you have made and what money you have in the bank, you are carrying it up. No. You only need 6 people to carry your body in a coffin, put it down for eternal rest. Your passbook, your bank balance, or wherever investments you made in the form of properties or removals, movables, that will remain the same. So, what I say is, share your investments, share all your deposits to your wife particularly, and if need be, we are more than 2 kids or more than 1 child, call them, share all your details so that the money doesn't go unnecessarily to the bank as over deposit or unclaimed amount, let it go to the family. And before I wind up, I just had 2 quotes I have to see. secret of staying young is to live honestly, breathe deeply, eat slowly, and finally bluff about your age. I'm sure with a small advice from me, you will just take it. It's mine, so it's from my personal advice, my personal opinion. Don't be carried away what I say, but in general I'm speaking, this is what a senior citizen, take care of your money. See that the money goes to you, your family members, and does not go to an outsider like a bank or to the government. Thank you all for